Guns have long scared our children, corrupted our adults, and publicly silenced our government. Guns have become the voice of America.
Powerful words as millions of people around the nation took to the streets to march for our lives. The movement led by a generation calling for an end to gun violence. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Allie Wolf.
And I'm Joe Khalil. Those marches were led and started by the Parkland survivors after 17 of their classmates and teachers were killed last month. More than 800 rallies happened in cities all across the country and around the world. From Los Angeles to Washington, D.C., students and supporters all making passionate pleas to end gun violence. And closer to home, we saw large crowds in the streets of downtown Sacramento, all united in that effort. Fox
40's Doug Johnson was at the march today and joins us live from Sacramento with a message from demonstrators to lawmakers in Washington, D.C. Doug.
Well, Joe and Allie, the crowd of this march was just as large as the Women's March was back in January, only this time the crowd's focus was on getting more gun controls.
What do we want? Gun control! When do we want it? Now!
I completely understand having guns for home defense, but you don't need automatic weapons for home defense.
13-year-old Helen Schwartz is one of thousands who came to march from Crocker Park to the Capitol. The Sutter Middle School student says recent school shootings have completely changed the atmosphere on campus.
My school has started closing the gates earlier in the morning, and now there's only one small entrance into the school, and it makes it kind of feel more like a prison and less like a school.
Schwartz believes the only solution is to change the country's gun laws, an opinion echoed by thousands in Sacramento and millions across the country during the March for Our Lives.
I hope it makes a change. You know what? I got the credentials. I'm a hunter. I was in Vietnam. I know what guns do, and there's no place for them in the schools.
I'm here for her.
Pam Floor marched with a sign telling the story about her niece's best friend, Nicole Kimura, who was killed in the Las Vegas mass shooting in October.
They were having a drink and having fun and laughing, and 3 minutes later, Nicole was dead.
With this many people participating, Floor believes Washington will get today's message loud and clear.
If they don't, they'll be sorry.
Yeah, and after the march, the crowd actually gathered at the west steps of the Capitol and listened to several speeches by local politicians, as well as several dozen local students, all asking for gun control. Reporting live in Sacramento tonight, Doug Johnson, Fox 40 News.
A strong showing here in Sacramento. Doug, thank you. In Sacramento.